Hey dudes, CI here. So I'm super tired today because I went on this big long hike all day yesterday. Didn't get back till very, very late. So I'm just exhausted. Where did I go? I went to Mount St. Helens. Let me give you a little backstory. In the 1970s, Portland, Oregon had two very large mountains visible from the city. One was Mount Hood, the other was Mount St. Helens. Now, both of these mountains are in fact volcanoes. Now, if you know anything about volcanoes, you know that they come in different classes. There's like ones that are not very active, and there are ones that are occasionally active, and then there are ones that are presently active. Now, this is what Mount St. Helens looked like in the 1970s, and here is what Mount St. Helens looks like today. What happened? Well, in 1980, the son of a bitch blew. Yep, whole thing blew up. So now when you take a trip to hike around Mount St. Helens, you are not hiking around a beautiful mountain, you're hiking around a beautiful volcano. It's got this big giant crater and all this ash everywhere, and there's trees down, and there's trees that have been burnt, and there's new trees that are poking up through the ash, and it's all awesome. Now, if I were a normal person who walked around with a camera and a video thing and all that, I'd have all sorts of great pictures to show you and all sorts of great video to show you, similar to what Lacey did when she went to her national park. I went to a national park and I didn't shoot shit. I didn't shoot 1 second of video because, let's face it, I suck. But what I can do is I can show you all these pictures that I got off the internet that'll give you all sorts of sense of what it looks like, the crater, the lava dome inside the crater, the section that is really effed up with all sorts of, it was clearly that's where a big mudslide happened. There was all sorts of trees that were down. There's trees that are trying to grow back up. It was a great hike. It was fun to look at the places that plants and animals had already come back, and other places where they were still trying to come back because there was so much ash and so much rock blown through and all that stuff. It was fun to go to the visitor center and learn about all the stories about people who had been caught in it, some of whom survived, some of whom died. It was fun to read about the logging companies coming in afterwards and sort of trying to clean up the mess, trying to pull away all these tens of thousands of dead trees. It's also really neat that this volcano blew right next to a major American city in the age of television, in the age of helicopters, guys with video cameras hanging out the side of them, watching the whole damn thing. It was a really well-documented explosion, and yesterday, for the first time since I moved to Portland, I finally made my way up there. It was a long day, it was a hard day, and I'm tired now, but it was worth the trip. Alright guys, that's my basic story about Mount St. Helens. I will see all of you next week.